Greetings, greetings. Welcome to my lovely Aries. This is your reading for love and romance. It is a general reading. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. For all of you returning Aries, I welcome you back and I thank you for all the wonderful support that you constantly show me. All right. I appreciate your messages, your likes, your subscriptions, I guess you could say. I appreciate you for making yourself a part of the tribe. All right, so Aries, we're going to do a general reading for love and romance. We're going to look at what's coming at you over the next few days and what you can expect. You know what? I can hear my washing machine, so let me close that door very quickly and I'll start your reading. All right, Aries, sorry about that. Just want to make sure there's no unnecessary distractions. I do live in the city, so there's regular city noises that I can't control. But yeah. So, Aries, love and romance. What's coming towards you? What you need to know over the next few days in regards to your love life. All right. Remember, this is a general reading, meaning that if you find these messages don't necessarily resonate with you or your situation, don't panic. Just all the more reason for you to subscribe. All right. So that when your message drops in the next few days, you're the first one to know about it. So I'm doing this reading for you today instead of my regular tarot lunchbox readings, which cover messages for all signs. So Aries, I'm highlighting you today. All right, Spirit, what do we have for Aries? What do they need to know about love and romance and what's coming towards them? All right, one more shuffle here and we'll lay out your messages, Aries. First off, we have the Ace of Cups, followed by the Two of Cups in the reverse. Oh my, there's some drama with this new love or existing love. We're going to see here in just a moment. And we have the Four of Cups in the reverse. So right away, Aries, I'm seeing this message about when it comes to love and romance. You know, some of you may have been experiencing like feeling like you're in a funk over recent days in regards to love and romance, and you're shaking that off now. Like you're like, enough is enough of that. I'm not going to stay stuck in that funky type energy. I'm going to pick myself up and start to move forward. For some of you, this is going to result in a decision to go your separate ways from someone that you're currently involved with. And for others of you, what I'm seeing here is, you know, as soon as you start to perk yourself up again, that person that you're with is going to kind of, I guess, the words that are coming to mind is buck the system, right? Like it's like some of you, I feel like you're involved with a person, your person, who has kind of gone out of their way here to dim your light as much as they can, if that makes sense. And when they see you have this, pick me up kind of energy going on, they're going to be very unhappy, and it's going to at the very least cause some problems and some issues with the one that you're involved with. But for you, Aries, you have become very clear in what you want and expect in relationships and what you deserve. And in true Aries fashion, you're going to go forward and the word demand is coming to mind, even though that is a very strong word. I'm going to stick with it. But you're going to start insisting on what it is that you deserve and desire in the area of love and romance. This is going to cause, again, some waves. For some of you, it's going to cause where there's a period of adjustment where you and your person, or more specifically, your person is going to have to get on the same track as you. They're going to have to get in where they fit in, or they're going to have to go their separate way. And that's exactly what you're going to demand. For others of you, this may cause, I'm seeing more of a temporary breakup, because the Two of Cups in the reverse is certainly not the Lovers in reverse or the Three of Swords. I'm just seeing where there's a more temporary breakup. But in the meantime, I feel like you're not going to be wasting any time sitting around sulking over it. You are going to go about your business. And again, if that person decides to come to their damn senses and act like they have some sense, Aries, they're going to have to get in where they fit in, because if they're going to cause problems for you, I see more or less like your attitude being one of, listen, I can take this or leave this at this point. You've probably been down this path a time or two with this particular person, and every time, there's a promise of doing better, making things better, being better, it ends up being a broken promise in your eyes. And you really have come, the feeling that I have is, Aries, you've really come to a firm decision of no more broken promises. No more broken promises. Get in where you fit in or get left behind, because it's going to be the summer for me, and I'm going to move forward with or without you. It's a strong attitude. It's a strong feeling, and yeah, someone's definitely going to be a little shocked by it and dismayed even, but that's kind of like a personal problem for them as far as you're concerned, Aries. Really, it's a personal problem. Others of you I do see, and this may be a fewer number of you, I'm seeing an offer for a relationship come in, and you're kind of not keen on who it is, and you're not really keen on what they're offering, right? Like, they're not offering you what you deserve. Therefore, you're like, yeah, no, I'm going to pass on this, right? And this will be shocking to that person. Like, they kind of have spent some time, Aries, studying you, and they think they kind of have your rhythm down, and so they think they can offer you this little offer and get away with it. And that's just, they're going to be unpleasantly surprised that that is just not the case. Like, Aries is not going for that. You either come in with a substantial offer or step aside, is kind of what they're going to meet up with here. And good for you, Aries, because yeah, if you don't demand it, you're not going to get it, right? If you don't carry yourself uh, with the energy of knowing what you deserve, you'll have problems attracting what you deserve, whether it's with a current person or a new person. All right, let's get my clarifying cards here together so that we can clarify these messages a little further, Aries. All right, and while I do my last shuffles here as Spirit directs me, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, join the tribe. It's free. Hit the subscription button, mash the notification bell so that you know when your messages drop going forward. All right, here we go. Aries, we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow. Followed by the Empress in the reverse. This is getting deep, Aries. This is getting deep. All right. We have the Hermit in the reverse. The Judgment card. Next message comes by way of Strength in the reverse. There's a lot of reversals here. And the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Aries, all this reversed energy, reversed cards, reversals in the spread is just basically letting me know some of you have really, that funk that we talked about earlier, you've really, I want to say, allowed yourself to sink into a deep funk. And like I said, you have that realization moment that I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to stay stuck in that energy. I'm going to turn this ship around. We're going in a different direction, okay? And be patient with yourself as you start to go through this, and as people start to fall off or start to freak out on you or start to argue. Just be gentle with yourself, Aries, because when you sink to a certain depth of lowness in your energy, it takes a lot. It takes a concerted effort to turn things around, but you are well equipped, Aries, to do that. You're very well equipped to do it. It's just not going to be instantaneous. It's going to be something that you're just going to have to keep working at every day. You're going to have to keep stopping yourself and reminding yourself that you're doing the right thing for you, and you're going to have to keep moving forward. Okay. With this Hermit in the reverse, definitely coming out of that self imposed exile that you've been feeling, that you've been under. And it's a major effort. Once again, the Hermit is a major arcana card. The thing about it is, you know, the funk wasn't um it was, don't kick yourself too hard, because it was not a waste of time. You learned a lot about yourself during that time. You learned a lot about what's happening around you. You learned a lot about what you've allowed to take place. And for many of you, it is this 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. It wasn't um, the long lasting type of love and happiness that you know that you deserve, that you've been settling for with this 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, right? You've allowed yourself to be in a position where you've come down off your throne. The Empress, you know, no one can knock the Empress in the upright off her throne. She is the ruler, but you've allowed yourself, in some regards, at least from your own viewpoint, to be knocked down off your throne a bit. So it takes a while to straighten your crown, right? And get back up on your throne. But know that even though there will be some residual feelings of yuckiness here as you start to make that change for yourself, you're going in the right direction. Just keep reminding yourself of that every day, right? Like I said, you've learned a lot during this self-imposed exile that you've been under, and you've come to some clear understandings, and you've made some judgment calls that are going to serve you well in days to come. And there are people who are going to be facing the wrath of your fire as you bring down your judgment on them and what role they have played, can play, and will play in your life, if any. Like, so this is a process. Again, it can feel tumultuous, but it's necessary. Spirit saying it's necessary. Don't give up halfway. You will have your moments and your days when you're not feeling the strength to carry this out, but just rely on your inner guidance, because they're there for you. This strength in the reverse, this feeling not strong enough to maybe get through this, is a temporary feeling, because once you start to make some progress towards what you want, you will be successful. This Queen of Cups in the reverse lets me know that it's not a disconnection from your emotions. It's a disconnection from allowing your emotions to rule you. Recently, you've been allowing your emotions to rule you, and you're stepping out of the more murkier waters of that, okay? There's still some of it left. It will, again, be a continual process of shaking that kind of thing off. There's going to be days and times when you're going to feel like this Queen of Cups in the reverse, where things aren't going the way you think you want them to go, but just stay the course. You still have a lot of heavy energy around you, but it takes someone that's like kick ass like you, basically, to get through this, and you'll get through it more quickly than you think. Like, the more you engage that fire element of yourself, Aries, the quicker you'll get through this, okay? Not that quickness should be the goal here, but I feel for many of you, it will be highly important that you try to get through this as quickly as possible. I say just observe, watch what comes up, watch the feelings that come up within yourself around what comes up, and know that that observation, again, is going to further solidify um, the conclusions that you come to, the judgments that you come to. All right, Aries, I'm going to shuffle here my Kipper cards to get our final messages for this reading. So, Spirit, what is it that Aries needs to know as we wrap up this reading? Give them a message for the road, basically. All right, we have his thoughts, followed by prison. Oh my goodness. And we have unexpected money. All right, this is very significant, and it will be even more significant for you feminines out there who are involved with masculines, but it is significant for all Aries. His thoughts is basically showing me a person who is stuck in their thoughts about you. Like these changes, this sudden change of movement for you, Aries, now we'll have this person stuck in their thoughts, right? You'll be on their mind in a very concerted way. And it is a byproduct of what you're doing here, because I feel like this person has been running ramshod to the point of not having you in what you feel and what you want in their thoughts. So all of a sudden, this puts them in their thoughts. And for some of them, this will be their mental prison. That is not your job to break them out of. It is their job to really have that come to Jesus moment, so to speak, and break themselves out of this prison by being the better person, being the better partner for Aries, okay? For others of you, and there is a small number of you, I feel like this person, and part of the problem that had been going on, and this is going to be a small number of you, part of the problem that had been occurring was your person is or has gotten themselves into some legal trouble, and they are facing jail time, right? And it feels like a certainty that they're facing jail time, and then therefore they literally are going to this place of confinement with only their thoughts, okay? And you, and some of the funk here that we spoke about earlier that you have found yourself sunk deep into has to do with their situation and what you should do as the person on the outside, okay? But I feel like many of you in that situation will make the change to say, all right, I got to take back my life. I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to prison, but I need to live my life, right? So, in other words, many of you in that situation will decide that, okay, this person needs to go to jail. I don't care what anybody says. They need to go to jail, not me go to jail with them. I'm not going to be that one that sits around waiting for them, okay? All right, so this unexpected money is just further evidence of the fact that once you start to change your mental attitude, your mental framework, and you come up out of your more depressive thoughts, Aries, you're going to change the energy. The higher, your vibration goes, as they say, it's going to change things around you in your physical environment. And many of you can find yourselves attracting unexpected money from unexpected sources, right? And for others of you, this unexpected money just talks about the things that you need. Like, we need money to survive, right? That's a fact. So just those other things as well that you need, that you may have been looking for recently or trying to get your hands or obtain recently, are going to start to come to you as well. So like if you are in a situation where you need new housing or you need a new job, it's going to start you're going to start attracting these things as you lift yourself out of this funk. And that's the key, lifting yourself up and keeping yourself up, right? Taking care of yourself. Perhaps this person can no longer be someone that you turn to take care of you in any way. So now as you start to go down the path of taking care of yourself, keeping yourself first, keeping your needs first, your wants and your desires first, you start to attract the exact things that you want and desire and need in your life. Just as a side note, it may be a good time to go ahead and buy a scratch off ticket or something like that. That would be a source, considered a source of unexpected funds. All right, Aries, you've been through what looks like a war of sorts. You've decided to pick yourself up by the bootstraps. Decided to go forward in a different direction. Not everybody's going to like that, but it doesn't matter. You are the one that needs to like it. You are the one that needs to keep your eye on the prize, whatever these goals are, these judgment calls that you made about your goals of what you need to be working towards. Keep your eyes on that. Things are going to look murky for a little while longer as you start to change the energy around you, but things will start to smooth out and you will come into the things that you want, need, and desire. Love wise, money wise, work wise, life wise. So I'm excited for you. Keep up the good work. Keep your attitude positive and take care of yourself first and foremost, Aries. I appreciate you being here today. Please subscribe on your way out. And until next time.